Hi, it's Ken Jacobs. Welcome to Taking the Lead. And my guest today is me. I've been sharing a lot with various PRSA chapters, doing leadership webinars, virtually, of course. And I wanted to share just some of the tips that I've been sharing with those chapter members because I know they will help you lead more effectively whether you are fully back at the office, as some organizations are, whether you're partially back and some working from home, or even if they're continuing to work from home, how you lead is so essential. So let me dig in and share those 4 points with you. Number one, most important in leadership is building trust. Your folks must trust you to have their backs in order to make the choice to follow you. I've always said leadership is a two-part choice. Your conscious decision to lead, not just manage, not just be a practitioner, but to truly lead, and their conscious decision to follow. And they do have the option of following you or not. We want them to follow you. So trusting them, having that they know you have their back is absolutely the bedrock on which I think leader and follower relationships are built. Number two is to really listen, ask questions. The late, great, iconic PR leader Harold Burson always said, we have two eyes, we have two ears, and only one mouth. So we should see and listen twice as much as we speak. And he's so right. Most leaders, in my view, or leaders in training, need to change that ratio where they're asking great questions and talking less and listening more. And if you've not studied active listening, effective listening, it really would be worthwhile for you to do so. Number three would be to empower and delegate more and more and more. And that I think is part of your leadership legacy. In my experience, most leaders resist delegating, resist empowering because they're focusing on what they're giving away. They're giving away stuff they've loved to do, that they're good at, that they have passion for. So, of course, we resist giving it away. So instead, focus on what you'll gain. What will you gain if you empower and lead? Is it focusing on the vision for your organization? Is it focusing on talent retention and attraction for when the business comes back? Because business is going to come back, I believe. Is it, if you're in the agency side, focusing on new business, on business development? These are all things, strategy and vision. These are things that you as a leader need to do. And if you're not doing it, who is? If you think about all those things you'll gain, not to mention your own professional development and personal development. If we think more and more about the things we'll gain if we empower and delegate, we've already set that into motion, and you're going to do a better job of delegating the work away. And the last thing is to, and this is tough for leaders, and it was tough for me when I was in the agency business, get feedback on your leadership performance. You need to know your team's perception of you as a leader. There are a lot of studies done around this. The Planck, Betsy Planck, not Blank, Betsy Planck Center on Leadership does study after study of how leaders rate themselves. And there's a lot of leaders giving themselves A and A minus and B plus, but their teams, their followers give them like a B minus and a C plus. And that's a big gap. That's a gap we have to mind. And you can only do that work if you know your team's perception of you as a leader. So get that feedback, and you're not going to get it sitting across from the person. This person sitting across from you, I mean, you're responsible probably for their promotions and their salary and their bonus. They're going to tell you what you want to hear. So you've got to go externally to get that feedback. And perception is so much of leadership. So if you perceive the feedback you're going to get as something you don't want to hear, as something that'll be painful, well, you're not going to get it. If instead you choose to perceive it as a gift, a present, feedback is going to help you be a more effective leader, to be the leader that your teams really need and want you to be. So it's really worthwhile. So to recap, build trust, ask questions and listen, empower and delegate and focus on what you'll gain from empowering, and get that leadership feedback. And I know all four of those things will indeed help you to be a more effective leader. Till next time.